Hello everyone and welcome to this week's vlog. So I'm starting this week's vlog with a bit of a story time, guys. So if you heard that was Molly yawning. She's not the car. We are on our way to Leek because
lovely place.
well, I'm sure it is. It does look quite nice, to be fair. But basically one of my stockists, who shall remain unnamed, is in Leek, and I wanted to stop selling with them basically because, not because there's anything wrong with the actual shop, the shop is beautiful and things, but it's like one of those rent a shelf things, so it's like £30 for the month, and because my stock is quite low, like it didn't really reach the £30, let alone above that. And anyway, so I've been cutting back, getting rid of those stockists. So anyway, back in beginning, was it 17th of July, I think I first sent a message to the owner at the time to say I'm really sorry, you know, sort of explaining everything, and we had a bit of discussion. She was like, yeah, that's fine, I can, you know, see if there was like a notice I had to sort of do so they could get someone to take my shelf and stuff and all that kind of thing. Anyway, so we sorted everything out that way, and then I asked if she could send my stock back, and she was like, because we were like an hour away from Leek, aren't we? Yeah, about an hour away from Leek, and with weekends, obviously I can't drive, so I can't go in the week, so it's just weekends because John works in the week. And then obviously I do fairs quite a lot of the weekends, so trying to actually get to Leek to pick up the stuff is pretty impossible. So anyway, so I was asking them to post it. Obviously I pay for the postage and stuff, and she was like, yeah, I'll speak to the person who's taken over, who's been working there the whole time, if she can pack everything up and send it off to you. So I was like, that's great. Brilliant. So then I got a message from the new owner saying, just asking if you pay sort of monthly or on like the 6-month yearly contract thing. And I was like, what? So I was like, supposed to be sending my stuff back. I take it she hasn't passed it on because she said she was going to. And this woman was like, oh right, okay, yeah, no, that's fine, we can send it off to you. And she says, I just need postage. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine, just let me know how much it is and I'll, you know, send it over. And then she was like, well, could you send £10 over, because it's usually about £10. £10. I said, wouldn't it be easy just to tell me how much it is when you posted it? And she was like, oh, some people, they just don't pay the postage once we've sent it. So I was like, okay. So I sent the £10 thinking, I just want my stock back. And then, bearing in mind these messages are like a week, 2 weeks apart, the new woman is like messaging a lot quicker. But I was like, okay, so I sent over the £10, told her I sent it and stuff, and this was 2 weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago. It was quite a while ago. It was beginning of August, wasn't it? Like the 2nd of August. It was before my birthday, and it's now the 25th. Yeah, 25th of August, and she still hasn't sent it. So 1 week apparently she couldn't send it because she didn't have a car. I don't know, but she didn't tell me. I had to message her and ask her if she posted it. She said, oh no, I couldn't this week because of the car. So she hadn't told me. So I've given her a tenner and she's got my stock, but she didn't message me to tell me this. I had to message her. So I was like, right. She said, but we'll definitely send it next week. So I was like, okay. So then it's the next week, and this was last week, and she hasn't sent it again. The week just gone. And on Tuesday I said, oh, have you sent it? She was like, oh, no. And she said something about post office being closed one day. She's given it to her mum to post. I don't even know. I was like, okay, let's just stop. So I'm like, I said to John, I've got no fares this weekend, we're going to have to go and go up there. So I said, I'm going to come on Sunday. She said, we'll definitely post it today if you prefer. And I said, no. I said, no, it's fine, we'll come on Sunday. I'm trying to keep it polite because I don't want her to block me, or do you know what I mean? But I'm really getting annoyed. Like, I'm really annoyed now. I've got no stock and she's got me £10. So I was like, oh, well, come on Sunday, if you could transfer me back the £10, that'd be great. She said, yeah, no problem, send her my details. This was Friday, it's now Sunday, and I haven't got the £10 back. And I just have visions of going there and like, she's like, oh, my mum's still got it, or the shop is closed. They've decided to close the shop today, you know, of all days and stuff, even though I double checked that she would definitely open Sundays. And yeah, so I'm going to see if we can get it back. We're going to make it into a day because we've never been to Leek, so we've got like a walk planned, hence why Molly's here. That, and she can't be obviously on her own all day. And we've got like a little picnic. It's supposed to rain later though, so we'll see how that goes. And we're going to have a little wander around Leek because it does actually look quite a nice place. but I don't know. I'm just not hopeful that I'm going to get this stuff back. So she's got quite a bit of money's worth of stuff plus the £10. Am I an idiot? Probably. But yeah, anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'll take you along with me. So this is my stockist that I'm trying to get my stuff back from. And despite me checking if it was open on Sunday, and she told me yes, it's closed. So basically at this point, I'm like, she's got my stock and the £10, so she's basically stolen from me is the way I'm seeing it, because she's not giving it back, and I've come an hour or so distance telling her that I'm coming that hour or so distance, and she's not open. I mean, I could message her, but I just don't think she'll answer, to be honest. So I didn't think I could get much more livid, but I am. But I'm not surprised, to be honest. I said this, didn't I? I said I bet she's going to not open today. We're now trying to see if I can see my stock in there. Yeah. There's like 2 baskets and then there's tea lights. And has she even like boxed it? I don't know. So I have messaged her on Instagram to see if she turns up. See where she is, see if she messages back, but she hasn't seen my last message, and that was posted on Friday. So I'm thinking she's a bit of a con artist, John. Are you? I think he's got less polite words to say about it, to be honest. Oh, you want me to just name and shame, don't you, and everything, but
if other small businesses are looking at stocking, they are not to stock here because the woman is a crook.
they'll get ripped
Plain and
off.
simple, she's a criminal.
We've decided to start the walk that John has planned. I think it's going along a canal. Yes, he's nodding. Molly's got quite a lot of energy because she's been in the car. She doesn't like the car, so she's like got all this sort of excitement and nervousness. So we thought we'd do that now, and I've messaged this stockist, see if she actually replies. I'm not going to hold my breath, and we're going to go back and see if it's open later anyway, and have a little wander around Leek itself, and possibly go for tea, mightn't we? We've brought lunch with us to have on the walk. But yeah, I'll take you along with us to see the sights. Hi. I'm coming. Suddenly thought, I can't hear Karen.
Yeah. An old man, you know, on the second floor. His back hurts, his knees hurt, his bum hurts.
Are you okay?
I need a Snickers. I'm not me when I'm hungry.
So we're trying to find a bench to have our lunch on, but we've found 2 benches so far, and both of them have had people on them, and John's getting more and more angry as time goes on.
Your videos make me out to be a very grumpy person. I'm not, genuinely not.
He is quite grumpy. Like our good friends Laura and Carl, they always mention about him being grumpy, but I think he enjoys being grumpy. I think he's like a happy grump, if that makes sense. But if it gets too serious, I'll just have to ram something down his throat.
Jag or something.
Or just chuck you in the canal. Yeah. Right, we're sitting on whatever this is to have our lunch. John's got the tea.
Very important.
Yeah. Your body's got a little snacky snacks as well. What's that? Oh, jogger.
Again.
I was like, what the heck? Got a very inspired looking cheese sandwich. What have you made?
Lettuce sandwich.
What?
A lettuce sandwich.
It's not just lettuce.
No, there's some barbecue pieces in there as well.
Okay. All got our waterproofs on now, haven't we?
Yep.
Because this tree is so good that we were just sitting here and didn't realise it was raining until some walkers came through and started putting their waterproofs on, didn't they? Mm. And then we saw the rain on the canal and we were like, oh. So thank you very much, tree, for keeping us dry while we've been eating.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hello, we're going now. We've now come to a cafe.
I thought you were Insta photoing.
Oh, for cake and tea. It's called...
Coffee number 1.
Yeah, coffee number 1. There you go.
Coffee #1.
Okay. I have a little muffin. It's called like a 99 cupcake or something actually. And it's got jam inside, so I'm quite excited. Yours does look quite epic, and I don't even like pastries.
Lemon and raspberry.
Lemon and raspberry, very nice. It's quite a sweet place in here as well. And dogs are allowed, yeah! It's got a little biscuit as well. Oh, you lucky little doggy. You know it's there, don't you? So that's where we just had tea and cake. Now we're going to check this shop again, aren't we? One last time before we go. Are we holding out hope? Not really. She hasn't replied to messages, has she? On Instagram, she hasn't even seen it. So I'm guessing it's not going to be open. She's not going to be there. Don't really know what to do now, to be honest. We can see from here it's, oh, that shop. The lights are off and the door's still closed. She basically just stole all my stuff.
Yes.
It's now been over a week since the Leek trip. So I just wanted to add a bit on the end to tell you like what's going on or what's happened. So I posted on my according to Can Be page, it's not my business page, about it and showed messages and stuff, and like, what the heck am I going to do? I didn't like tag them or anything like that in it, the business. And then I also put a post on my business page just saying, oh, you know, being a bit stressful or whatever. So I don't know whether she's seeing that or not, I'm not sure, but I asked on the Monday, which was the bank holiday, which she said is when she was going to post it, after the really apologetic message I got about, oh, we had to close on the Sunday because of a family emergency. And normally I'd be sympathetic, but I feel like because it's excuse after excuse after excuse that I'm kind of like, are you just taking the mick? Again, probably. So she said she was going to post it on the Monday. It was bank holiday, so I was like, is she going to be able to post it on the Monday? She was like, I'm going to do it next day delivery and stuff. And I was like, okay. So I waited, and then Monday evening I was like, oh, did you manage to post it? I heard nothing. I saw that she'd read it, but I heard nothing. And then Tuesday came around and I heard nothing. But then Wednesday, out of the blue, my package arrived. Like the postman handed it to me, and I was like, oh my God, is this it? And so I opened it and had a look to check everything was there. So the first thing I noticed was I transferred £10 for the postage, and it was £6.19, which I could have told her because obviously I post stuff to my stockists all the time, so I know how much like the postage is. So she was like, so it's £6.19, and I haven't got anything back as of yet. And this is like a week ago now. And then I counted out everything that I got in it, and I know I'd sold a geranium tea light box, but there was another one missing, and I hadn't had the money for that one either. So I was like, right, so I've had the money for one, but I haven't had the money for the other. So I was like, well, the majority of the stuff's here. I'm just flipping relieved that's there. And John's like, well, are you going to leave it now because, you know, is it too much stress? And I was going to, but then I was like, no, this is my business. This is my business. And like, this is how I now make my money. This is how I pay for things. And yeah, you know, every penny kind of counts when you're in a small business. I'm not like flipping, I don't know, you know, these big chain places that are like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter if like half the shop walks out the door with a shoplifter. It makes no difference. And you know, I've worked for a lot of big chains, so I know what goes on behind the scenes. And it's not like that. Everything counts. Every tiny little purchase that anyone makes and anyone tries to like or cheat you out of or whatever, it matters, like for good or for bad, depending. So anyway, so I left it for a bit for the rest of that week, and then Monday, which at the time of filming this was yesterday, I just sent him a message saying, "Hi, hope you're well. Thank you for sending everything back. I was just wondering if sent back, you know, just asking basically about sending back the remaining postage, which isn't exactly much because I sent a tenner and it was like £6.19. I know, but it's the principle." Oh my god, I sound like a boomer. And so yeah, so I messaged her and she was like, "Oh, glad I got it okay. Was everything present and correct? Oh, I thought I'd sent you it. I'll sort it out for you." So I was like, "Did you heck think you sent it?" So yeah, that was yesterday, and I told her about the geranium tea lights, and she was like, "Oh," she says, "we haven't had it on sale while I've been here because obviously they swapped over, didn't they? And there was another woman before. But I can have a look to see if it was sold when it was in our store." Well, I know the answer what that's going to be. Is since she's owned it, it's not going to have sold. Whether it did or not makes no difference because she didn't take it off at the beginning of when she was there because she didn't know she was supposed to be taking them off and sending them to me. So they were there at the beginning. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get that back because I've got no way of proving A, that it hasn't been sent back and hasn't been sent me, and B, because it's been swapped over, I can't say that it was definitely with her ownership or with the previous woman. I mean, they were working together, so that's how it was, you know, sort of passed on. But anyway, move on. And I've got the majority of my stuff back, and that would only be like £5. So I know that's more than like the £3 something I'm chasing up with my postage, but you know. So anyway, it's now obviously Tuesday, and I messaged yesterday and she messaged me yesterday, and I haven't had anything back. She has my details because I sent them before when I said I was coming to Leek to get the stuff. Can you send me a postage back? And you know, obviously she didn't see that one until after the store was closed. Also, incidentally, the shop was open again this Sunday. So it was open the Sunday before we went to Leek and the Sunday after we went to Leek, but not the Sunday we went to Leek. I mean, I'm not saying that that's like been done on purpose or anything. I'm just saying it's just a fact. Anyway, so yeah, that's where I am at the moment. So we'll see. I'm not actually really expecting that money back, to be completely honest with you. But I feel like my business is my baby. And if I don't stick up for my business, no one else is going to. I can't expect anyone else to. It's mine. So I think that's like part of the reason why I've done it. And it's just annoying. I hate it when people just try and pour a fast one on you. And like, I feel like I've got one of those faces that people just think they can get away with stuff. Like, I've always thought that in life, and then they get really surprised when I turn around and go, "Excuse me?" I get really surprised, and it's like, well, you know, I have to like stick up for myself because so many people try and pull one over in my life that it's just flipping ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But as I said, I'm not holding my breath. I'm just really glad I've got everything back. So everything's now on Etsy, and I've been taking it to fairs and stuff. I'd be interested to see how quick I sell the stuff, if I'm honest. Because when I got the stuff back from the last stockist, who, by the way, was lovely and everything's fine, and it wasn't a problem at all, it was just how it was, you know, in the shop and stuff, wasn't selling, which was exactly how it was with this originally, until all this drama. And yeah, I think I've only got something like 2 things left that were with her. So yeah, these things do sell. It's not my products. It's just sometimes they're in the wrong store. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, that's it. I'll stop blabbing now. And thank you for watching this vlog. And if you could do the usual, like, subscribe, share, comment. It all helps my little business and stuff. Gets my channel seen. And I know not all my videos are about my business, but they do feature in quite a few of them, quite a lot. And it just all helps, you know, without you having to spend any money whatsoever. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.